Hello everybody, I want to show you with this video 10 cool things you can do with the Poco F5 and Poco F5 Pro. The first thing I want to show you is you can clone apps with the phone. So that means that you can have maybe 2 WhatsApp accounts. And hey, why not? You can insert 2 SIM cards. Why not having 1 WhatsApp account for each number? The same thing you can do with TikTok accounts, Instagram accounts, and even with Netflix accounts. Let me show you what I mean. Okay, after you have downloaded the app you want to clone, so just scroll down here right next to the camera, scroll down right next to the camera, and then you will find here always the symbol for the settings, so just tap on it. And then we need to go to the point apps, and here we will find the point dual apps. For the very first time, just put you on create, and then you will have here all the apps which one are available here for that service. Let's clone here WhatsApp first to keep going on our example. So just go here on dual apps, tap here on dual apps to make it blue, go and turn on like this, and then the phone is creating the second app. Now it's marked blue. Okay, same thing maybe with Instagram. Just tap here on dual apps like this, and now you will have the second app. Let's take Facebook as well, and maybe let's take also our example maybe with TikTok. Then he's installing a second TikTok app, and yeah, by the way, you can do the same thing also with some games, like Lord's Mobile or the second Netflix account. If you take some accounts from other people and one is busy, and you can choose the other one. Just an idea. And yeah, let's have a look how it looks like later. Yeah, the app drawer, you can see now next to the Facebook app a second Facebook app. Next to WhatsApp, we see now a second WhatsApp app, and so on and so on, also with Netflix here. I think I've realized it already. You can recognize always the second app here with the orange mark here at the corner, and so on. It's completely independent, and so on. But please take care if you uninstall the first app, of course the second app will disappear as well. And next I want to show you is pretty awesome, because you can have on one phone 2 spaces. So with one phone you can have like 2 phones. That means maybe 1 space for your private stuff and 1 space for your business stuff, or 1 space for your private stuff and 1 space for your very private stuff. So let me show you what I mean. For that, just scroll down here right next to the camera, then go to the symbol for the settings. Then you need to scroll down to the point special features. It sounds already special, and then go here on the point second space. Okay, turn on second space. Now it's creating the second space, and that means 2 spaces on 1 device. After, just go on continue. So now you can choose how you want to switch between these 2 spaces. If you want to use a password or to use a shortcut. I would recommend to you to use the password, because then the second space is hidden. Okay, go and continue. I will show you later then how you can do that. And now let us set up a password for the second space. And first of all, you have to enter your first space password. That's your phone pin, so the pin to unlock the screen. In case you don't have a phone pin, just create one here. The phone will guide you to that process. Okay, in my case, my phone pin is 4 times the 1. Please take yours. So I go on next, and now we have to set up a second space pin. I will take now 4 times the 9. Okay, my first space password was 4 times the 1, my second one is 4 times the 9. Okay, I have to confirm it now. 4 times the 9, okay. Okay, now you can set up also a fingerprint so you can use maybe a thumb for your first pin and this little finger for a second, or the thumb from the other hand for a second, and so on. I will skip that part because it's taking too much time. And now my second space is created. Okay, it looks almost the same, but it's completely independent. So I have here a complete independent space. Let me switch now to the first space to show you a bit more about. Okay, now I'm in my first space. 4 times the 1. No, you recognize 4 times the 1 is my first space, and here I have my gallery and so on. Here I have yeah, some apps already installed and so on, my own browser history and so on and so on. And now let's switch to the second space. It works just with a password here. No? If you unlock your screen with 4 times the 1, 9 is now 4 times the 1 was my first space. 4 times the 9 now is my second space. And now I'm entering my second space. The gallery is empty here, and also no apps and so on. So it's a complete independent area. And by the way, all the pictures you're taking here in your second space as well in the first space will stay in that space. So all the second space pictures will stay in the second space. As well, the apps I will install here, you cannot see on the first space that I'm having here some special apps and so on. If you want to have something private here, maybe, or some business stuff as well, for what you need it for. And also the browser history is completely independent from the first space. So all what you browse here, it stays in the second space. By the way, if you hear some children outside, they're playing football and so on, so I hope you are not disturbed by. Let's continue here in the program. The only thing what is visible on both spaces are the calls and the messages. So the messages here, the text messages. That means if somebody is calling you, you have maybe the contact here in your contact list. You just see the name here, the second space, but the first space will just see the number. But you will see all the calls and text messages you will receive on your phone. But maybe messages from messenger services like WhatsApp or Telegram and so on, these notifications or messages you can just see on the second space or the first space. So for whatever you need this second space for, it is a wonderful tool to have 2 spaces on one device. Okay, let me go now back here to the first space again to continue our program. And I want to show you right now a bit more about the cameras, because as you know, maybe the phone have more than one cam. We have 3 cams, and let me show you what you can do with these cameras. So first of all, let's go to the camera app here, and this is the main cam, the basic cam. And but if you are close to a group or an object, my hand is not full here on the photo, so I can use the ultra wide cam. So go to the most left point here, and then you can enable the ultra wide cam. And now my full hand is here, or almost my full hand is here, part of the picture. And the better cam, by the way, is the main cam. So I would recommend to you to always take pictures with your main cam. And in case you're very close to some objects, use the ultra wide cam. The most right point here is a zoom, if you want to zoom in fast and so on. And of course, later you can zoom in also much more. Just pinch your fingers like this. Okay, let me go back here to the regular zoom, to the regular mode. And also, if your phone is very close to some objects, you can see the camera cannot focus anymore. But there's a way to enable now macro cam. Just go to the 3 bars. Let me go back here. Just go here to the 3 bars, so the hamburger menu, and go then here on macro. And you have enabled now the macro cam. And you can see the pictures are more crystal clear right now. And but this camera is also not that powerful, so for your basic pictures just use the main cam. But if you're very close to objects like 3 or 5 centimeters, this macro cam is awesome. Okay, let me show, thank you so much first. Let me show you also some more cool features here with the phone, because if you go now here on more, you will have here this point. You can clone objects, a powerful software feature. If you tap for the very first time on clone, it needs to download and so on, some stuff, but pretty easy. And you can clone yourself in photos, you can clone yourself in videos, so you can dance next to you, and also you can make a freeze frame. And good is also if you go maybe here on the maybe on the video here and on the arrow after to go in that space, the phone will gives you a little tutorial first here what to do, and that you have that you can imagine a bit what to do, and also a result after. Yeah, pretty awesome features. And also the next software feature here for the camera is amazing because you can erase objects. Let me show you what I mean. So let's take pictures here, pictures of 2 coins. Oh, not like this. I don't want to have shadows on it. And after you've done your picture, just go here on the preview, or later on the picture at the gallery. And now, if you tap again here on the picture, you have the opportunity to edit the picture here, no? With the second symbol, so the paper with a pen on it. And then you have some options here, what you can do. No? First of all, I would recommend to you to crop a part of the picture, because if it's sometimes you have some things you don't want to have on your picture, and you can just crop it easily like this. Just go on the checkbox here to confirm. And what I wanted to show you here with that feature is you can erase objects. If you go now on AI, you feel the point to erase things on your picture. Then choose the point you want to erase. In my case, I want to erase now here the 50-cent coin. So I will mark the coin here. You see also a magnification that you have everything here, and it's gone. Crazy, huh? So I go back. Crazy, huh? It's almost invisible, and also the structure here of the table, the software was was creating, was working also with the structure behind. So it's amazing. Also the tool is very cool, and you have also here another tool to remove persons, so people and so on, and on pictures. So if you're on a holiday and someone is walking or is on your holiday picture, you can remove the person maybe in front of the beach or something like this. That's a very useful that tool. Okay, after just go on the checkbox here to confirm. And very important, go on save after to save it to your gallery. And of course, at the Poco F4, you can make also a screenshot, so a picture of the screen. And there are some ways for. Let me show you the first one. Works with the buttons. So use the power button and the volume down button. Just press them just for short together, and you're having a screenshot. Now after you can see directly the preview, and you can send this screenshot also directly to your friends with WhatsApp, Telegram, and so on. Okay, one more time. The power button and the volume down button just for short together, and you're having a screenshot. If you tap here on the preview, by the way, you have also some opportunities to edit the screenshot. No? You can draw something inside, or you can highlight something if you want. And here, if you tap on the corners, the same thing, you can crop a part of the screenshot, what is very useful if you want to capture a picture from a website or maybe someone's status. No? You can just crop it like that no one sees from who is the status from and so on. You know what I mean. Huh? After just confirm here the checkbox, and will be part of the gallery, or can chat also here as well directly with some friends. Okay, and there's another way to take a screenshot, and for that you just need 3 fingers. Pretty cool, because you just swipe them down the screen and you will have a screenshot as well. Pretty fast. Take just 3 fingers, swipe them across the screen, and you're having a screenshot as well. And there's some more option with 3 fingers, because if you long press them here on the screen, you will have also the option to choose now a style, how you want to crop a part here of the screenshot. And if you choose the second one, you can crop the part by your own, like this. Pretty cool. After just go here on save, and it will be part of your gallery. And by the way, for the screenshots, you have a third option here, where you just scroll down here right next to the camera, then you have the shortcuts. And if you go here on the icon for the screenshot with a scissor in it, then you will have a screenshot as well. But I prefer the 3 fingers. And if you want to make a video of the screen, you can do that as well. Maybe if you want to make a tutorial for someone, or playing a game and show to others and so on, let me show you how you can do that. For that, just scroll down also right next to the camera, and then you will have here some shortcuts at the control center, and a second page, by the way. And one of these new icons here is the screen recorder. so the cam icon, yeah? Just tap on it, and then you will have this little cool tool here. No? The first point, I think you imagined already, is the one to record your video. And this little tool becomes almost invisible, so if you want to stop the video, just tap one time to make it visible again and tap again to stop the video. The second tool here is the folder with your existing screen recordings, and as you can see, I had already some tries here. And the white point here, very important. I would recommend to you to start your video recording with that first, because you can set up how you want to have it and which quality and so on. These are the settings with the resolution, the video quality. Important also the sound source. If you just want to have the system sound, or if you want to have the microphone in case you want to explain something and so on. And yeah, also the frame rate here. By the way, as more the video quality or the resolution and the frame rate is, as higher it is, the more storage you will need for your videos. So just check for who it is and what you want to explain. If you want to make just a tutorial on the phone, maybe you can choose a lower video quality. Okay, and also these last points here are important. Show touches, gestures, and show button taps. If you want to explain something, no one sees really where you have touched the screen, which button you have pressed, and so on. But with that, you can make it visible. The phone will make a little animation then if you touch somewhere or if you're pressing a button. Okay, let me here remove the tool with the first point, the X. But you can have it always back now if you just went back to the shortcuts. And the next point is to save energy in case you need it. If you have just a few percent and so on, you can extend the battery life. Let me show you what I mean. For that, just go to the settings, maybe you're in the app, or as we have done it before, you're at the control center, because you have always here the symbol for the settings. Then we will need the point battery. And first of all, we will have here a nice overview, by the way, which point here or which app needs the most energy and so on, or which hardware needs the most energy. And in case your battery lifetime is always not that much, you can check what is taking a lot of energy, and maybe you can remove some stuff. And on top of it, of this battery saver tool here, we will have the remaining time. The estimated remaining time is checked have checked your usage before, and will make estimating remaining time until the phone turn off. And below you will have now the point to save a bit battery. Now if you put it like that, to save battery, go on OK. So it gives you some information what he removes and so on in the background. And then we have now 5 more hours. By the way, if you need the full power of the phone, you can go on also in the performance mode here. Is if you play in a very intensive game, the phone you can squeeze out the maximum of your phone here. But I would recommend to you to go on balanced and often also on safe battery, because many stuff in the background you don't need. And in case you are really in need for energy, you can extend here the battery life, the remaining time, with the Ultra Battery Saver, because instead of 20 hours, you would have 66 hours, so more than 3 times more. And let me enable it that you can see it. First of all, the phone will turn on the dark mode, so that saves a lot of energy, because the phone will in dark areas the phone will turn off some pixels, and that saves a lot of energy. And we have a screen timeout with 15 seconds. I think the phone will reduce also the speed for the CPU to 70%, as it reduces the speed anyhow, but I think it was 70%, and remove also some background activities. And as we have shown before here in the notification, what disappear right now, he was asking also about the location service, if we want to enable GPS and so on, because that takes also energy. If you want to navigate or something like this, you need to turn it on. So, and then we will see here on the battery, Ultra Battery Power Saving mode, just a few apps. saves also energy, and you can add some more apps if you need some more. Maybe let's add also, of course, YouTube. Sometimes it's where's YouTube? Anyhow, so YouTube is also here. It's not in alphabetic order here. I want to have YouTube there. Okay, so YouTube is now a part of our phone. You can remove also here later some apps and so on, and add some you really need, but you can remove them here as well. Just go on done then, and these apps will be part of the screen, but you can have at maximum another 9 apps next to the main app here, the phone, the contacts, and the messages. Okay, if you're ready with the stuff you want to do, if you're ready to charge your phone again, if you have the chance again, so just go here on exit, and the phone will come back to the main view, and hey, may this saves your life one day. So if you're ready to charge your phone again, so just go here on exit, and then you're back to the regular mode. And by the way, no data is erased or something like this, and yeah, so it's just a minimized mode here to save energy. And by the way, later you can have it also here with some shortcuts. If you scroll on here, or no. And by the way, you can have this mode also later here at the shortcuts. If you scroll on right next to the camera, so here the control center. And by the way, is the second page, as we have learned already with the screen record. And here we have the battery saver and the RT power battery saver. So you can have them there directly. And by the way, this outdoor battery saving mode, you should really have it in your mind if you have just a few percent of battery and you really need your phone, because this can save your life one day. And now we are already at the last point, but it's a very cool one and a very useful one. It is a virtual assistant. For that, let us go to the camera here. And here on the top, we will have a square with a white point in it. Just tap on it, and then we enable Google Lens. For the very first time, you have to allow some stuff and so on. But then you have the full access to this great tool. And this tool can recognize things. So if I have here this 50 euro cent coin, if I'm looking for that, what it should be, what it could be, then the phone is telling me a 50-cent coin. You need internet with that tool, but we have very good results here, as you can see. And let's check maybe here a battery. Let's check the battery if it recognizes the battery. And yes, it has recognized that it's a battery. Not that perfect, but it was difficult, yeah. But so it recognizes a minimum as a battery. And a very cool tool, you can hold the phone also on flowers, and the phone will tell you more about the flower, or on animals, on buildings. So you have so much opportunity with that. And my favorite part here of that tool is the text part here, because if you go on text, then you can hold your phone maybe on a book here right now, and then just tap here on the shutter button, and the phone will copy that text to your phone, and you don't have to write word by word. No, you have it completely at your phone, and you can work with that. It's perfect for studies. And if you go here and listen, by the way, you can even hear listen to the text, what is amazing. And maybe you've realized it already, my book is not in English, it's in German. And if we go here on translate, I can translate the whole text immediately live. It's a live translation, and he auto detects, by the way, also the language. I haven't said it is German, also to the phone, and it auto detects the language and put it directly in English. And if you press the shutter button here, also the translated text will be now part. You can select it and work on the text, on the translated one, and so on. And you can even listen to that, to the translation. So it's an awesome tool, and you can use it for your studies, of course, and also for the holidays. If you're in a restaurant, maybe you can have no problems anymore with the card there and so on. So pretty awesome. And by the way, you can also read with that tool, of course, QR codes meanwhile, and that is a good chance for me to tell you thanks for watching Phones and More, because this is a great support always. Thank you so much. And yeah, we are already at the end of that video here, and it has been a big pleasure. I hope I could show you some cool tips and tricks for the phone. Yeah, if you want, you can leave me a nice comment. That would be very helpful, maybe with your favorite tool and so on, with your favorite feature, and or give me a thumbs up. That would be very helpful for my videos. Thank you so much for. And I've created also some other videos if you're interested in with some more tips and tricks also for the camera and so on. Or you can also subscribe me if you haven't done it before. Thank you so much for all your support, and yeah, maybe until next time. Ciao.